Before the sun even thinks about rising, Daniel slips out of his house. He looks just like any other man heading to work, kissing his wife goodbye, blending into the early morning rush. But today, like every day for the past few weeks, he's carrying a secret. A secret so heavy it could shatter the life he's built, piece by fragile piece. He's jobless. He's broke. And in the middle of a bustling city, he feels utterly alone. He gets on the first bus of the day, not to clock in at an office, but to escape the four walls of his reality, to run from the truth he can't bear to face. Every morning, the routine is the same. The kiss, the wave, the disappearing act into the anonymity of the crowd. On that city bus, he's just another face. But he's not the only one carrying a silent burden. He starts to notice the others, the fellow passengers who share his pre-dawn journey. There's Grace, a single mother whose tired eyes tell a story of juggling two jobs, all to keep her child in a good school. There's Mr. Bello, an elderly man whose shoulders are slumped with the weight of a long journey, traveling across the country to try and make peace with a son who hasn't spoken to him in years. And then there's Aisha, a young woman who clutches her small bag like a lifeline, her gaze constantly darting towards the door, fleeing an abusive home in a desperate search for freedom she's only ever dreamed of. As the weeks bleed into one another, Daniel's carefully constructed world begins to crack. The facade is getting harder to maintain, the rent is overdue, and the landlord's calls are becoming more frequent, more demanding. He tries calling his old employer, hoping for a miracle. But his calls go straight to voicemail. Unanswered, the silence on the other end is deafening. Back at home, the atmosphere is thick with unspoken tension. His wife, who once saw him off with a trusting smile, now watches him with questioning eyes. She's noticed the missing money, the way he avoids her gaze, the hollowness in his voice. The lies are starting to pile up, creating a wall between them. One evening, consumed by suspicion, she follows him. She watches him get on that bus to nowhere, and the truth, raw and painful, finally comes crashing down. But when he returns home, expecting an explosion of anger and accusations, he's met with something far more terrifying: silence. A deep, tense quiet that forces them into a space of raw honesty they haven't shared in years. In the final, pivotal act, something shifts within Daniel. He takes off the work uniform he's been using as a costume, a shield. He folds it neatly, a symbolic surrender. He boards the bus one last time, but this time, he's not hiding. He's not running away from his life. He's trying to find his way back to it. As he sits there, lost in thought, an unexpected passenger offers him a small gesture of kindness, a piece of advice, a connection. It's a tiny spark, but it's enough. For the first time in a long time, Daniel steps off that bus not into a cycle of lies, but into an uncertain future filled with genuine hope. As the sun finally breaks over the horizon, casting long shadows across the streets, the city stretches endlessly before him, no longer a place to hide, but a landscape of possibility. This story is a powerful reminder that sometimes hitting rock bottom is the first step toward rebuilding. If you or someone you know is struggling with job loss, financial stress, or the weight of a secret, please know that you are not alone. Reaching out for help is a sign of incredible strength. There are resources and communities ready to support you. Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, please consider liking this video and subscribing for more content that explores the human experience. Take care, and we'll see you in the next one.